Hello everyone. Today we're going to be talking about Predator PDM software. I will be showing a high-level demonstration of Predator PDM focusing on vault hierarchy, best practice workflow, manufacturing and quality statuses, and revision control. So let's talk a little more about what is Predator PDM. Predator PDM is a paperless manufacturing-driven production data management application designed to organize and control CNC programs, setup sheets, safety procedures, and quality documents with complete revision control, as well as supporting paperless shop floor operations. Predator PDM also provides the right balance of flexibility, control, and accountability to simplify adhering to international standards, including CFR 21 Part 11 or AS 9100. Quality personnel will appreciate that Predator PDM helps to ensure that quality priorities are met by providing documented and structured change management to help avoid FDA, FAA, and DoD audit findings. Manufacturing engineering and CNC program personnel will appreciate the day-to-day benefits of visualizing the manufacturing process, revision control of manufacturing files, and the ability to assign manufacturing and quality statuses. So let's have a look at Predator PDM. As you can see by the splash screen, these are the items PDM's vault or vaults will control, all of which can be configured within the custom vault hierarchy. Here, some of those items are jobs, parts, operations, departments, and locations. Here's where the custom hierarchy would be made. Vault items listed above first start off as pending until they're released within the vault, meaning the vault has to be released prior to being able to be used out on the shop floor. There is no limit of vaults that you can have with PDM. As you can see, there are other processes for revising vault items, such as the check-in and the check-out, unrelease and revise, and even roll back. Let's dig in a little bit and have a look at a sample vault. Here I'm going to be selecting all of my vault items. And here you can see I have selected a vault that now has a hierarchy of part, operation, and machine. Again, vault items are things like jobs, parts, operations, and machines. Here you can see that I have a part number, an operation number, and a machine number. Putting vault items in a specific order is known as hierarchy definition. The hierarchy definition is customizable for each vault depending on what requirements are. I can come in here and look at this vault by clicking here and right click, go to edit the vault, and now I have a look at what my hierarchy is selected at. I can reorganize this depending on if I want to show my part, operation, machine, or maybe I want to put a job, part, op, or maybe some other type of hierarchy. As you can see in the wizard, there are many components to choose from, and you may be arranged in any order. Here, there's other components that are available which tie into some of our other Predator software products, such as gauge number, which would be Predator Tracker, or a job, which could be a Predator MDC, a location, which could be all three products, Tracker, PDM, MDC, machine type, again, MDC. Predator PDM product integrates in with other Predator software products such as Predator MDC, Predator DNC, Predator Tracker, and Predator Virtual CNC. Let's talk a little bit about best practice workflow. Predator PDM includes best practice workflow wizards for release, unrelease, revise, and roll back, check in and check out as well. Every wizard honors user and group permission and includes ISO 9000 style history. When working with your sales engineer, they will recommend best practice workflow for your vault based off team meetings held prior to implementation. In these meetings, we will discuss at what level you wish your engineering, quality, manufacturing, and shop floor to use and interface with Predator PDM. For example, you may not choose to use statuses. Seen here, there are three main statuses. Let's show this here. This vault, here you can see there are three main statuses: an engineering status, manufacturing status, and quality status. Again, each of which have their own statuses based off the individual requirements. As we see here, there are many statuses to choose from. So let's look at that. So if we come here and we right click and we look at the machine status here on this machine, we have our manufacturing statuses. We have approved, hold, pending, first article, run at risk, tryout, or unassigned. We also have the ability to come in here and view, after we come out of our vault, we have the ability to view these statuses as components, manufacturing statuses, quality statuses. We now have the ability to look at all the custom statuses that we've added. Now from here, what we have the ability to do is either highlight these and we can copy, we can create a new or edit. If we create a new status, we give it a new number. And again, people who are familiar with Predator, anything that's blue is a required field, anything that is black is not. We would have to come up with a number and a name. We can simply click here, look at our status numbers that we're currently already using, and we could appoint new status names and numbers based off of our standard naming conventions. Resource or reference notes. You could put in reference note to why the status was changed, and or we can put in attachments. Here we can see here that this is a release vault attached file. We're either going to make these available or unavailable if these statuses are complete or not complete. For a little bit better understanding of this, we always include our electronic help, which is included in the software. Simply by clicking on that help box in that wizard, it's going to show you and give you a little bit more definition of what all of this is, stepping you through. The next thing I'd like to show you is change and rev control. Okay, let's hop out of here. Let's hop out of here and hop out of here. Let's open up another vault. And let's have a look at this machine here. Okay. So Predator PDM's rev control is highly automated with wizards, again, like what you've been seeing, with multiple manufacturing and quality statuses for each revision. Engineering change notices and custom manual processes can also be completely automated here. But what I wanted to show is I'm going to show right now we're in a pending. These are our old revs. Here's our revision. Here's our engineering statuses. These are old versions under engineering, manufacturing, approved, run at risk, quality. These are the statuses that they've had to go through. And then we have a list or a history report of those as well. So in this one's set at run at risk. So I can right click here, and depending on what my permissions are and what status this is, if it's in process, there's not a whole lot I can do. I can copy it. I could revise it. I can also, if I am wanting to check this out, I can check it out and rework it or work on it as an engineer or as a programmer. But let's just say I just want to revise some documentation. So it's already going to automatically give me a revision of Rev E. My engineering status is going to go to in process. Again, here's the blue that's required. The black is not. Reference notes. I'm saying I was here. At this point, we have the ability to change any of the vault item attachments, manufacturing requirements, or quality requirements. So let's say I'm going to do a vault item attachment. Here is where I could come in here and add a specific attachment if I wanted to. It could be a setup sheet. It could be any kind of a PDF. It could be a program. It doesn't really matter what it is at this point. Okay, let's say I add a second one of these here. I can just double click on that. I'll add that to the group, and then I would click OK. All right. Again, if you need any help, we click on the help tab. This is going to show us how do we revise an existing vault item. The revision of this existing vault item may be something as simple as revising some notes, selecting a different reference attachment, and so on. All right, more information in the help here, as you can see. So let's go ahead and just click next. It's going to say automatic history notes, saying that I actually made some changes here, and the additional notes I could put in here, type in anything that I needed to type in, and then I would click finish. All right, now we're going to have an in process, run at risk, unassigned. So I'm now Rev E. Now, if this was a unreleased vault that I was wanting to work on here, I come in here, I pull up on that same machine. I could come in here and I could say this one was pending. This one was my only released, right? These are all in process. This is my only released vault. So I could come in here and revise this one as well. The other thing I can do here is right click on this, and depending on what my manufacturing requirements are, it's going to tell me that I need to pass through some manufacturing requirements or quality requirements before I can get it to that released state. Okay. The other thing I wanted to talk about is we're sorting here on our hierarchy again under part, operation, and machine. So we're running our part numbers, operation, and then machine. You can see here I have two different part numbers. Here's this part number, and here's this part number. Okay. We can also see that at the very base level, I have two revisions for this part number when out on the shop floor. And I've got a few things like this is the description. Let's say this is just a PDF. Okay, it was a PDF that I grabbed and threw in here. Maybe this is an operation manual for the controller that you're working on. Okay, this could be a machine install. It could be an XLS or an Excel spreadsheet that is needed for maybe an in-process inspection or just a setup sheet that requires some checking off. So what you would do is you would open this and give it a minute to open up. As soon as that opens, I can drag that over and everybody can see it. And this is just something basic that we have on our sales engineer side. But I could fill this out, and then I would come in here and do a save as to wherever that would need to be saved. If it was some specific shared drive or a specific folder, we would save that there. And maybe that was for a quality or a supervisor. Like I said, again, in-process inspection is a great thing to use this for. And then that would be on file. All right. But this is basically like a shortcut to get to that blank document to fill that out. The other things could be like, again, we can have the NC file here. All of this is the NC program. So this could be displayed at a shop floor view, which I'll show here in a little bit, which is going to show us the G&M code program. Now within PDM, again, you heard me say that we do have the ability to integrate in and link in PDM into our DNC software. So here, this icon right here, if I click on that, it would send that program. Here it's telling me I don't have enough set up in my P remote dialog, but in any case, if it was set up, it would automatically send to this specific machine through the Predator DNC software, whether it was RS-232 or Ethernet-based CNC machine controller. Then put that program into the programs list, and then the operator could select that from the list and then put it into active memory and run the program. All along the way, the only program that the operator would have would be what are in these tabs down here. It could be one program. Most of the time it is going to be. Could be more. All right. But then you could also have a setup sheet. So this could be just some basics of what the standardized tool links need to be upon, loading a toolkit, so on and so forth. That being said, we also have the ability to check in and check out tooling. So if we have the tracker module, we have the ability to check out a specific tool, cutter or insert or toolkit, and even a gauge to a specific department, location, group, machine, and user. All right. We would fill out all of this. Okay. We could say, let's do it real quick. That auto populates that. Let's just pick this, pick a job number really quick. This is a lot. We don't have to have all of these. Okay. This is customizable. And then you would say, I'm going to check out, I want to look at a cutter. I've got 92 of these. I'm going to double click here on this. And now I have one. Maybe I need 5 of those. I'm going to say I need 1. We could then check that out, or we could check out other items as well. This can all be done in one interface. So utilizing multiple Predator software products through PDM is really the way to automate and streamline paperless manufacturing. Okay, we would click OK, and it would check that out. It would check those parts, or I'm sorry, those that cutter out to this part number, job, and machine, or job part op, or part op machine. And it says, do I want a receipt? Maybe I do, maybe I don't. I'm going to say yes in this case, just to show you what this looks like. So now I've checked out a specific end mill to a specific machine, user, and a job number and a part number. Okay, that's pretty cool. All right, we'll close this. And so this is these attachments. As you can see here, if I click from vault item to vault item, again, keeping in mind, these are all our vault items. Our part number, or a part is a vault item, our operation is a vault item, and our machine is a vault item. If we look at our hierarchy, or not necessarily a hierarchy, but we click on the part, we don't have any reference attachments here because I've chosen not to have any reference attachments at this level. Now, depending on the status of this level, or of this vault item, if it's hasn't already been released, I can add things. Like I can come in here and I can add a reference attachment. That's something I do right in here. I could attach a file, but this one's already been released, so I can't do that. But you can also see here that at this level, I don't have any reference attachments. Again, I'm choosing not to attach them at this level. Here, I do. Now I have an operation. So this setup sheet could be specific to that operation and this part, but only that operation. Now, a part may have multiple operations. So this is the turning op. Maybe it has a roughing and a finishing. So at this level, for a rough, we would have one setup sheet. For finish, we would have another. Okay. And then the machine may be doing both of those. So we would have one machine that did both operations. So you can see the flexibility of being able to have a setup sheet for rough and a setup sheet for finish, and still be able to run both of those operations on one machine. Now, once we get down to the very bottom, we have all of our reference attachments needed that have been either attached at the vault hierarchy way up here, or maybe at the part level. And here we don't have those. Let's look at a different part. You can see here at this part level, I have the program attached because it's okay at this level. This is for demonstration purposes. At the operation, I just only have the specific G&M code program. Then I get down into the machine. Now I have other things. I have pretty much the same thing as what I had before. Okay. Again, this is the bottom of my part number. It's my machine. It's my last item. And I'm looking at the revs. I've got 1, 2 revs that are in process. 1 is pending, and B is the only one that's been released. So we can control what programs are available for the B, all right, out on the shop floor. Okay, and let's talk about that just here a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to close out of the main Predator PDM, the admin, and I'm going to jump into the Predator shop floor. Okay, so here this would be an icon on your desktop, Predator shop floor. It's going to pop up. It's going to ask me for username and password here. So let me type that in. Okay, let me drag this over. So now it's going to say, it's going to say as I log in, and maybe this, maybe I log in, maybe I don't log in. We can have the shortcut automatically go to this vault. We're going to be running various different part numbers. So let's say we want this part number. These are the 2 part numbers we've been talking about. And then what operation am I running? Op 1. Again, because this has been the only one that I have information for. Okay, so I'm only going to see the Rev B because it's the only one that's been released. And I'm going to control that in the admin side of the software to the shop floor. So when I click OK, it's going to give me a view. And this is the cool part, because the software is smart enough to know that I'm not 100% ready to run this out on the shop floor, because quality status, FQ failed quality control, right? So that's a good thing. So this tells me that, I can't run this out on the shop floor. Not giving me the ability to send the program or anything, right? So I would then select a different vault. Okay. Go back in here, and I don't have my shortcut set up. the way we would normally have it, but this is good. This is a good way to show it. Okay, so I still have my manufacturing vault, my part number. Let's choose this part number. I think that was the one that we were turn. Here we go, released, and okay. Hopefully that's the right one there. And so now this one, as you can see, this one's released. Okay, we have various different PDFs. Cancel that. Here's our .nc program. And so now as I'm showing the NC program, since we've passed through all of our requirements and our rev control, we're running rev B, it's been released. It's given us, here's the vault, here's the part number, the op, the machine, what rev we're running, engineering status. It says, hey, engineering, you're great, your shop floor, you're good to go. Engineering has released it. Manufacturing is saying that it's unassigned. And here's some asset number, whatnot. But right now, here I have the ability to send it to the CNC machine. That would make the full turnaround again, and it would send this specific part or G-code, M-code program to this specific machine, which is going to be this machine right here. Okay. The other cool thing that we have the ability to do here is we have ties in with, again, that Predator tracker software. We also have the tie-ins to Predator MDC. I didn't really talk about that, but the cool part is should you choose to look at MDC as an add-on to PDM or PDM to MDC, you have the ability to come in here with our MDC new events, which is this button right here, and it automatically says this is the machine, CAD CAM Station 1. It would lock into what machine this was, or we can select from whichever machine that is. We're the M120, okay? Wherever that one is in here, you would select that. And then we would have the ability to do manual data input such as teardown start, machine downtime, and user downtimes, okay? Anybody who's viewed any of the YouTube channel videos through Predator MDC knows a little bit more about this, what automatic and manual data input and data collections are, okay? So again, this is the shop floor view. I really like the shop floor view because it talks about how the users are able to use this out on the shop floor, and then how is all the work performed at the admin level, which I'll jump back into here real quick. Okay. So let's drag the admin back over here again. And so here's the admin level, okay? And I am an admin power user. Let's talk about that a little bit. Depending on what your users and who your users are, you can come in here under your admin, and again, you can assign user permissions after you've entered in your users, okay? And then you can associate those users to user groups and then assign individual user permissions or user group permissions. And what we always recommend is to give the individual user just really basic, if they're just someone that is out on the shop floor, especially, just give them the ability to view everything. And then we would finish that. And then that gives that specific user assign user permission. And we would say to a group, we would select this. We would say, what are the groups? We can create these groups. And let's say it is a engineer or a machinist. Let's say this is a machinist. Next. And then we assign these permissions for the machinist. What can the machinist do? We would finish that. And then what we would do is we would assign users to the groups. So now we select the user group. Here's the machinist. Next. And now we add those available users into that group. And here was the Bobby Johnson that I had. So these would be technically or theoretically, these would be my users. And we just, ad hoc them at will here. Okay. Again, so that is how we kind of control based off of a specific username and login. So based off of, I am Mike S, and maybe we have a different login. Someone has a little bit different credentials. Again, you set this all up based off users through Predator, not Windows user permissions, but based off of, if I let's say I want to come in here and I want to add a new user, say new component, and we got to go down in here. Serial type. Oh, sorry. We do new user. We come in here and we give it a first name, last name, username, shift, status, and then when we go to the next screen, it ends up asking us for a password. We could give people generic passwords or passwords based off of something that's unique to them. Again, so this has been a high level demonstration of Predator PDM. Again, you know, Predator PDM is paperless manufacturing. Predator PDM has a lot more abilities than what I've been able to show today. I really like to try to keep, you know, at a specific timeline for the YouTube videos. That being said, please feel free to go out and visit our web channel or our YouTube channel at, of course, YouTube, and then just do a search for Predator Software Incorporated or Predator Software. It'll bring you straight to our YouTube channel. We got a few web demos there, including CNC Editor, Predator Virtual CNC, MDC, and DNC. And are excited to have people come and look at those videos and give us any kind of feedback, what kind of things you guys are going to want to be seeing. And in regards to Predator PDM software, if you have more questions or want to reach out to any one of us to try to request a more in-depth demonstration of Predator PDM, please go out to our website and visit www.predator-software.com. And you can go to contact us. There's quite a bit of information there. In fact, we'll just jump out there here real quick. So here's our website. So you can go to our contact us. That's going to get, you know, who and where we are, various different main contacts and emails. Our software page. Here's where we are landing for our DNC software. Here's our PDM software that we showed today. And I'm going to leave everybody with this. Please come and visit our website again at www.predator-software.com. Reach out to us and visit us at our YouTube channel. Search Predator Software Incorporated. It's been a pleasure, and I thank you for stopping by and watching the demonstration for Predator PDM. Thank you.